If we go ahead and take a broad look at the Skywalker saga, we've seen a sharp decline ever since the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi by, of course, writer and director Rian Johnson. A lot of fans have left the franchise, have departed the Star Wars universe since then, and we can see that Bob Iger and Chapek are really trying their very best in order to reverse all of this. This is Mike Zeroh. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about this new EU, like I've talked about for a couple of months now, it's starting to grow. They really do have a lot of plans in the works for these new TV shows, these movies, the books, the novels, and so on and so forth, to really make it quite expansive. Now, the old expanded universe, I'm sure a lot of you fans out there remember exactly how it was. A lot of the stories were approved, and of course, somewhat created by George as well, is that EU was also very expansive. What Iger and Chapek want to do is they want to actually make each individual story to actually have the ability or the opportunity to expand to different timelines and how they're all going to interconnect in order to make it far larger than the MCU. So, as of this moment here, it is June 12th, here we are in the middle of 2020, we are approaching the new year month by month, which is where this new expanded universe is going to really hit its peak, where a lot of the new material is going to release. One actress that is actually coming into the Star Wars universe is actress Brie Larson. This is something that a lot of fans have been very well against, as well as a creator/writer, Leslye Headland, entering into the new Star Wars universe. Now, with that being said, of course, Disney currently has one major goal in mind with the new films and TV shows fast approaching to be launched on Disney Plus and into theaters, is that, well, they have an aim to hire more recognizable actors and actresses for their new Star Wars projects to release in the near future. This plan comes from Disney CEO Bob Chapek in order to evolve the franchise to make it more attractive for the audience. Now, as of now, Leslye Headland, for her all-female-led Star Wars TV series, has been in the talks with Brie Larson to portray a lead role in the new Star Wars series that they plan to drop on Disney Plus sometime in 2023. Brie Larson behind the scenes is best described to be very frustrated and angry with the Star Wars fans for creating backlash about her involvement in the Star Wars universe, as well as how fans are against Leslye Headland getting involved with the new TV series. Now, the thing about Headland here is that one thing that she's focusing on more so over the actual story, and this is where the problem actually persists, is that she's actually focusing more so on identity politics, real-world issues, and personal agendas to be shoehorned into this new TV series that they actually plan to drop in 2023, not too long from now. Now, Headland aims to create a brand new timeline that the fans have never seen before, and that she wants to ignore the Star Wars fans to essentially build something from the ground up in order to do something that no creator has done yet under Disney. Now, Brie Larson is set to provide a specific acting style and is going to create her own lines of dialogue under permission from Leslye Headland in order to create her own style for the new Star Wars TV show that has been listed as a very controversial one, since of course it will be full of identity politics and personal agendas. Now, here's the problem once again. Giving Brie Larson the ability to create her own lines of dialogue, I think, is a massive mistake. I don't know about you, but I'm no fan of Brie Larson. I really did not like her in Captain Marvel. If you guys did, that is perfectly fine. I'm not saying that you should not go ahead and watch her. All I'm saying is that that's my opinion. I just don't think that she's a good actress. I think that she is a very bad person at giving interviews when she comes to providing specific answers. We can see that she always gets very defensive, and we've seen this primarily with the MCU films. Now, the plan by Chapek, besides the project, is of course to erase many of Kathleen Kennedy's plans for the Star Wars universe, which he has already started on and is making great progress so far, in order to satisfy the Star Wars fandom. Actress Brie Larson behind the scenes is also described to be offended by the Star Wars fandom by not accepting Leslye Headland for the new TV show, and says that the fans of both Marvel and Star Wars are very toxic. Now, let me just stop right here. I don't necessarily believe that Marvel fans and Star Wars fans are toxic. Can they be toxic? Absolutely. Are they generally toxic? That I'm not quite sure I can really say for sure. When you look at it this way, I think that the fans are just passionate and they see that Disney isn't being very true to what Star Wars really is, and they're trying to defend that. That's how I see it. So Bob Iger and Chapek are still working hard together as a team in order to provide the best possible future for the Star Wars brand, so that they can actually make it more successful than ever before in order to match it up against the MCU. Bob Chapek wants to make Star Wars even more expansive than the MCU, with the films and TV shows that can expand in several ways per project that will make it an everlasting brand or franchise. However, Headland and Kathleen Kennedy are working as a team as well and have a full creative control over their new Star Wars series that will begin writing this July in order to develop this new timeline that will also change certain aspects of Star Wars lore to a certain level that many fans may be against. Brie Larson is described to meet with Kathleen Kennedy next month, again to go over new details of the project. So anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.